Hello and welcome back to Cynthia's Conversation. Today's topic, we'll be talking about this handsome dude here. How does it feel to grow up in the midst of all black boys? So, but first let me introduce my partner. On my right hand I have my beautiful friend Amaka, and on my left I have Farrell.
Our son?
Our son. From another mother. Alright. Okay, Farrell, welcome to Cynthia's Conversation.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's great. Anyway, so how does it feel to be the only white boy in the midst of the whole black lots?
You know what? It's not really an issue, and it's not really something like you guys already know. It's not something that I look at and think, oh, I'm the only white one in the group, or I'm different to anyone else in the group, because I'm not any different, to be honest. The only difference is that our backgrounds and where we're from. Like originally, like Andrew Max from Nigeria, Roland now is from Congo, I'm from Wales Islands, you know what I mean? Andrew's from Italy.
Everywhere.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, for me personally, it's not an issue, or it's not even a thing where if someone was to say, oh, you're the only white one in the group, I'll be like, oh, am I? Because I don't see it as.
Yeah.
I just see it as, maybe they could say, oh, you're the shortest in the group. But obviously, I'm not. When it comes to the race, it's not.
Yeah, but how does the people around you feel about you being the only black person in the group?
You know what it is? People around me, they don't really see it like that either, because if I was from a place where, you know, it was predominantly white people living around me or growing up around me, it might be the thing of, how did, you know, a white person's life and a black person's life cross over? But in our generation, our day and age, is quite common. You know what I mean? So like going to school and things like that. And like I was saying, if I was brought up in an area predominantly white, I might not be friends with the friends I'm with, because my life really went a different way. But where I'm from is multicultural anyway. Yeah. So like, I could probably speak more Pakistan than I can Welsh. You know what I mean? It might only be a few words, but I probably know more about different cultures than I do my own. You know what I mean? So the people around me, like my family, people from my area, is a norm. It's not something something that's different or looked upon with a bit of why are you friends? Because there's nothing wrong with it.
I'll give an example, because you say they don't look at it weird, but I think they do. Because I remember one day I was in Pale, I was walking across the street, and then you shouted across, because you've obviously taken over, you've embodied our African culture, like anyone that's older than you call them auntie, you stop and greet them, which is the amazing thing about you. And I remember one day I was walking out and you yelled, I said, hey, and you shouted, hello auntie, across the road, and everybody turned round. And they're looking at this white boy shouting auntie, and everybody, I swear, you probably didn't notice, and I burst out laughing, and you screamed across the road, hello auntie, and everybody stopped like, who is this boy calling auntie? Where is this child in your house? Yeah, and then they yelled, oh, that's my son, and everyone was like, huh?
Yeah, but do you know what that is though? Also because when we said this the other day, it's because our relationship between the three of us is, for a white person and a black African mum to have, is unique and is different to how maybe it might even have to do with maybe my confidence in a way of,
it's probably
I could have been friends with them and maybe not. Maybe just greeted you guys and said hello, how you doing? And that's it. You know what I'm saying?
But it's more than that.
It's more than that. It's
but one thing for sure, your groups, you guys,
as thick as thieves. That's what it's called.
If there is one thing I admire by you guys, is how you guys stick together. Even though you guys met when you were in school and everyone is doing a different thing, but you guys are able to keep your group. But I've never seen so much disorganized people. Oh my God. When you say I'm going out with the lads or the boys, I go, it's gonna be, one of those nights.
Now, do you know what it is? So in school, right, this is the truth. In school, or even like sixth form times, maybe 14 to 18 years old, it was Andrew Ogan. If he hasn't organised the motive, it's not happening, because he was friends with people from Cardiff, all these places. So when Andrew's saying there's a party and so and so, we're going. But if maybe me, Roland now is Max said, oh, let's go here, no one's listening, because We've never really organised it before.
Absolutely.
So it's like, it's changed now. Like, me and Max can go out together, me and Roland can go out together,
Yeah.
Andrew Roland, Andrew Max, we can all go out, just, we don't all need to be together now.
Yeah.
But maybe before it was, we all needed to go out, or no one's going out. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and then one is broke, everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone is broke.
Everyone has money and is going to borrow
And then
everyone.
the good thing about you, I remember your sister's birthday party.
Yeah.
You've actually been taken to wearing our clothes.
I know.
Yeah,
I
of course,
specifically
yeah.
make
And
his
it's
name
just-
for it. The agbada for him. It suits you though.
It's good, man.
Yeah, it's only 2 things missing now. We're gonna find you.
Nigerian wife.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're gonna change the name Farrell to something else.
Change it by law.
My law.
Yeah.
Okay, so but how does your girlfriends take you lads? Because if I was one of you boys' girlfriend,
Yeah.
I would be fuming because when you guys are together, you cause
It's a disaster.
havoc.
It's a
You guys
disaster.
cause havoc.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
No,
because-
honestly, how
okay.
does your girlfriend take it when you say you're going with the lad? She knows that you guys gonna
That's the end of-
just
Truthfully, my girlfriend likes my friendship group because I'm probably the most problematic out of the group. So, so if I'm going with friends that are not these guys, and I'm with someone from my area or something,
She'll be
she'll
worried.
not be worried, but it's a bit like, something might happen because if I'm the most problematic in my friendship group, but then the least problematic in another friendship group,
yeah.
that other friendship group is just a mad group. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Is it because the African culture, we're very strict. We're
Yeah,
very
yeah.
strict.
yeah.
Even though they
If-
don't.
It's not that they listen to us,
Yeah.
but they know that
Nah,
I don't know. There's something.
They're nagging. We
We
can't
like to
stop
nag.
nagging.
That's what it is when I was growing up, it was a fear thing. Yeah, I was scared. That's why I've never done no drugs. I was 18 in court. Yeah, I'd lecturing people on not to drink. This is before. But that was all because I was scared of my dad. Not scared of him. I was scared of him, thinking if I'm having a drink, I'm thinking he's just gonna know somehow. You know, so I'm
Yeah.
not. And even if like when I was younger, I had to be in like my mum and dad gave my freedom. But it was like once the lights come on in the winter, if I'm on home, I'm getting nicked as well.
The lights
Yeah,
come on
I'm-
at 5
yeah.
o'clock.
Yes, I had to be home. Yeah, it didn't matter if the lights came on at 3 o'clock. It's when the lights
Well,
come on.
that means it's dark enough for the lights to come on.
So,
And that's a very African thing, actually, because you'd be afraid to
yeah,
come
it's one
home
of the
late.
things. It's like but then as I'm getting older now, and you know, certain things happen.
Yeah.
Maybe that. It's like as a pyramid that I said, Andrew, was like it's just shattered. Like it was a pyramid of respect, and now certain things happen, and it's like everything that I believed was basically a lie. So maybe not my morals, but maybe my behaviour changes, and
Yeah.
I do certain things that maybe I wouldn't have done before. But in terms of like I said, I'm the most problematic.
Yeah, you are.
Mhm.
I am because like I said to these
Every
guys,
single fight
No,
that
no,
apart from no, this is the only country where I see children will book appointment to go and fight. I meet you.
I remember now.
Yes,
Remember,
Black Ash Park.
one of
And
you
then-
taking
and
the
then-
picture.
No.
The other one.
Their own father will drive their children
To
to
go.
the park to go and fight because they book an appointment to fight. In Africa,
No.
when you want to fight, we just fight and then
Forget about
we
it.
don't say, okay, we're gonna meet in Black
At 2
Ash
o'clock.
tomorrow 2 o'clock
To come
and
and
we're
fight
gonna
you.
fight.
Yeah, if it's a Saturday night and I'm drunk in town and you're drunk in town, when we're sober, then we're Saturday then because
No, because
No.
it's not appointment are for something tangible, not to go and fight.
Okay.
And for the fact that I would never drive my son to a park to go and fight. I remember Andrew's first fight, and it was in Black Ash.
I remember.
I was fuming. When I mean, not only fuming, I kicked him out, and I was like, "What?" And then I remember one of the other boys' parents called me and said, "I have your son here," and he told me what he did, and I just sit there and say, "This is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. How do you book?" And then the other boy father was actually the one that
I
drove
know.
there. So he has his boys, the other one has his boys, and then you stage your fight, and then when you finish fighting,
All of you enter your car
and then you go home.
Okay, so what has
Does that
happened?
even make sense?
it does because for me, yeah, and we might talk about this later about guns and knives and things like that. But if it's or no, not an organised fight, but if it's a thing where you okay, we're gonna go here, have a one-on-one, and it's done, win, lose or draw, you know that
Won't
it's
lose
fair.
also.
It's fair, and you shake hands.
You shouldn't even
Wait,
get
so
to
you shake
that
hands
point.
after you fight?
No, you shouldn't even get to that
win
point.
or lose, win or lose. Yeah, but it's a respect, isn't it? It's a respect.
It's
thing.
no.
Well, to me, I see it as a respect. And people might just have a fight and go. But me, win, lose or draw, I'll get and I'll shake your hand. If it was fair. If it's not fair, then we just go again.
Exactly. Okay, so if he come with his boys and you go with your
And
boys.
how old were they that fight? They're kids now.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, 16,
They're not even
17.
up to 16.
16, 17, because he was in high school, so
Yeah.
16, 17. And I have never been so angry in my entire life. I was fuming.
Yeah, but you know what I was gonna say at the point about me being the most problematic in the group is because, like I say to them, I've got the least to lose when it comes to not life, but when it comes to in this current moment, I've got the least to lose in terms of Andrew, Max, Roland, Elvis. Max and Roland are professional athletes. Andrew's doing a masters in London. Elvis is out in America studying to be a journalist in sport. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to go into detail what I'll do, but if someone confronts my friends, I'll be the one to, I'll sort this, don't worry about it, because if something happens, that could be career ending for the rest of them. Do you know what I mean?
Farrell, it doesn't have to be like that.
Why?
Because I know, I have seen where Andrew is in bed at 2 a.m. in the morning and he will hear you on the phone saying, someone is talking to my boy in the club, and he will be asking for a taxi to come.
Of course.
You see, so it's not just you defending your friend. I know they will do the same for
they
you.
would,
but what
I
I'm
wouldn't
saying
want
is,
them to.
I just hope that you guys actually snap or grow out of this
Your nonsense.
madness.
I'm not young.
Honestly.
Nah, maybe when we were younger, yeah, I was whatever. But now, as we over the years, it's died down. It has died down. It's not a regular thing.
A tiny little bit died down. I don't even think it's fully died down.
Because you could have said that me.
It's because all of them are not in the same place
Anymore.
anymore. This one was in Birmingham, wherever. That one is in.
But even at that, have you ever
But
seen?
I know they'll meet.
No. The last one they did last year. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Which one
Who
is?
buys a ticket
Oh.
from UK, stop in Berlin to go to Madrid and nowhere to sleep?
No, not that they didn't have anywhere to sleep.
I know money.
They were busy eating pizza.
Cashless.
They were busy eating pizza and forgot to buy their train. It was when they saw their train going that they realized that, oh dear, oh shit.
No, but
that's the
Farrell,
last train to go.
help me out. Farrell, help me out.
Go on.
How do you? Because if I'm gonna go somewhere or travel somewhere, the first thing I'm gonna secure is where I'm staying, and then I talk about my transport, and then I talk about my feeding. Okay, wouldn't it have been
made
nice
sense
if you guys have waited for Liverpool to bring the trophy to Liverpool, then celebrate in Liverpool? Done. It's not that you have a ticket to go to the stadium.
We just there.
So basically, you bought airfare, book Airbnb that you didn't sleep in it,
Because
they end up in hostel, miss your train, and they end up in the pub to watch the match.
No, okay. So when it comes to that though, you gotta think it's like, I could have just stayed in Liverpool. I could have stayed in the UK, watched it in Liverpool, and waited for them to bring the trophy home. But you gotta think, I can now tell my kids, or my grandkids, or Andrew's kids, or Roland's kids, I can tell them all, we can sit down at a barbecue, at a family function, say, remember the time. But this is the one version of events we could have went. Me and Andrew went up to Liverpool, we watched the game, it was fun, came home. But now I can tell them, listen, I went to Berlin, I had £100 in my pocket, I somehow managed to get from Berlin to Madrid. We got there, our hotel was
2 hours
from
away.
Newport to Birmingham away.
Yeah.
We missed the last train.
Because we were buying pizza.
We were looking for flights home the same day we got there. But I can tell them all of this, and this is fun. Like, at the time, we're stressful, but at the end of the day, I will never forget that night, the night we won it. And I could say I was in Madrid. I've come out into the Madrid like streets. There's people in trees on vans celebrating. Like, I'll never forget that moment.
That's you two celebrating as a mother who is sleeping at 2 o'clock in the morning, knowing that the son is in the street of Madrid. I called everyone that I know in Madrid that night. We were looking for hotel. I spent hours on the internet just looking for hotel where people could sleep. Just because as a parent, I can't be sleeping comfortably knowing that my two sons are in the middle of the street, only God knows
They don't speak the language.
Thank you. Or the police is going to come here and said we locked them up because they were being nuisance in there.
But we weren't though, but we weren't. You got to think as well, you got to think, yeah. Obviously, whilst I was over there, your land's relationship is the closest son and mother relationship that I know in the friendship group. Yeah, I'm not taking nothing away from you and Max, or me and my mum, or Roland and Alice's mum, but you could always talk about everything. I wouldn't ring my mum in Madrid and say, oh man, listen, yeah, like we have nowhere to stay, because I know she would worry. So I know I'm with Andrew, so regardless, we're getting through this somehow. We're here. Because we've got a ticket home, even if we're on the streets, we're here, innit? So it's like, I know I'm with my boys, so regardless of what happens, we're gonna enjoy ourselves. I know it was stress, and
it was stupid.
You know, Andrew's credit card Andrew's credit card took a hit, but it
is what it is.
In the moment, I didn't. We were looking for flights home. Like if a flight came up available, we would have generally gone on it. We would have got on it. We would have come home.
I've never said to people
it.
But
yeah,
in that moment, when the alcohol started flowing in the head, all of our troubles went away. Because we had the duty-free alcohol.
Yeah.
And we got some mixer from some bar, and we sat down talking to two scouters, and then one of them name was Jordan, and obviously our late friend John Routley passed away. And it's mad to think that the first scouts I spoke to, his name was Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So the mood was lifted because we were just cracking jokes with these two scouts that we've just met, and them two met on the plane. So we were all cracking jokes, but then we still had nowhere to stay. And we found somewhere to stay. But okay, because we found somewhere to stay. God. And then we got to rest our heads.
Yeah, did you know how much that cost me, Farrell?
Yeah,
should I tell you how much that cost me that night, having to transfer money? That was one.
Now.
And then there was another one that the hall went to. Where did you guys go into? Azanti or wherever?
Napa.
Oh my God.
Napa was bad. Napa was.
Right, okay, this relation, are you like that with your other group of friends?
No, definitely not. Then that's not, no, certain...
It will be a different type of relationship.
It would be like, it wouldn't be as close-knitted because my other friends, they're like, I view them the same as Andrew, Max, Roland and Elvis, but like, it's different from that, does that make sense? But I value them the same, but in terms of like, I say another friend, I know if we're stuck, we're stuck. You know what I'm saying? It's not that Andrew can say, oh listen, my mum is doing this, I'm like, okay, we're sorted out, whatever, do you know what I mean? So, it's like, and also it's like, some of my other friends haven't done nearly the 10% of what this friendship,
this mad group.
I know, like I say was fighting, whatever. I know people would back me, whatever, like that. But in terms of like life in general,
you haven't.
I know that this friendship group is
tight.
It's tight and it's solid. Even though we might argue,
I fight.
I fight. But at the end of the day, is we know where we all stand, you know. And if there was something wrong, it would be addressed. Like we've addressed it plenty of times when we sat down and said, I think this, he thinks that, then we come to an agreement, or we just.
So would you ever come to Nigeria? Would you want to come to Nigeria?
Yeah, I would, but you're telling me I'm getting kidnapped now, so...
No, who said that?
No, you will not. I'll take you.
I'd want to go.
It'd be fun.
But,
you love him.
Yeah, I'll have something.
After, you'll be probably back. So who do you think is going to marry first in the group?
Max. I say Max just because. It would be Roland, because Roland loves to love. But but Max and April, they've been together for 4 years now. Is very settled.
So
I can see them.
You're gonna be a grandma very soon. Hey, jollof rice.
The first child though, it might be a different story.
Okay, who do you think is gonna have the first child?
It might cause some drama, but I think Roland.
Really?
Yeah.
Not you?
Nah, definitely not me.
Why not?
I am petrified to have kids now. Like
really?
Petrified, yeah. That would be my. I'm scared of snakes now, yeah. But you can lock me in a room with a snake. If someone tells me they're pregnant,
that was what.
ages 27 to 32 is, I think, is a prime time to have kids. Obviously, everyone has their own thing. Everyone can have 20, 25, 23. But for me personally, but obviously nothing's perfect in this world. So I could have a kid soon, whatever. But
it's worse than having.
For myself in my life, I would say 27 to 32. I would like to have kids then. Obviously, it might not work like that, but that would be my ideal situation.
Oh, that's lovely.
But kids right now are petrified.
Do you know what name comes to my head when I'm looking at you? There's an Isha name called Igodalo. Do you know what Igodalo means? Igodalo means I'm looking forward.
Always looking forward.
Yeah. Igodalo. I absolutely love that name as well. And so as I'm looking at you, that's the name that comes to my head. So that's my Igodalo.
Okay. No,
I was gonna say, you see, we're on about our friendship was mad and crazy, and we're on about finances in Madrid.
Yeah.
So do you really think I want a kid now? When I can just look after myself. You know?
You guys can.
I think I'll be a great father, but me personally, I would say kids,
maybe that will change.
Kids is not on the radar for me right now.
But anyway, it's been amazing having chat with.
So can I have one more request to the viewers? Right. Okay. So we're all looking Africans, an African name for him. I can't think of an Igbo name at the moment, but so if you can think, just put it in the comments, guys.
I call him Igodalo, looking forward. That's an Asian name.
Anything that has warrior, spirit and money. That's me. That's me.
Until next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.